This amazing admission from the Australian energy market operator. Have a look.
But you're saying you cannot guarantee that the current government policy settings which you model will deliver lower power prices?
I can't guarantee that, no.
Yep, they can't guarantee lower prices. Let's catch up now with Aidan Morrison from the Centre for Independent Studies. He's joining us live from Brisbane. Good to speak to you again, Aidan. This was a staggering admission from AEMO, wasn't it? They're saying that they do make no effort to actually model the end cost to consumers of electricity, and they can't say under the government's renewables-only model whether or not prices will actually go down.
Look, it's not staggering to me at all, actually. I've been watching this for quite a while, and it's been very clear that in all the fine print, all the effort that's been made to say something along the lines of we've got the least cost system is also qualified by certain words which say it's only the least cost system that meets all of the government's policies that have been overlaid onto it. And so they've got an out there. They've pretty much said we've optimised within the constraints of assuming all the government policies are made and kept and totally successful. So there's absolutely no guarantee this is the least cost system we could have overall. There's certainly no guarantee that the price is going to go down because they haven't put all the costs in there. They have simply not modelled all of the distribution network upgrade costs. They haven't modelled huge parts of the storage, which are going to be put onto consumers to buy their own storage systems to firm the whole grid. So it was always very clear there was no way they could ever make that claim. And if you look at the fine print, they've always had it out. They've always been very clear about not saying that bills would go down. It's just remarkable how long they've been able to get away with creating the impression that this is some sort of economic and bill-lowering nirvana. That's certainly not the case. And anyone serious watching this has been familiar with that for a long time. This does not look like a cheaper system than the system we currently have at the moment.
Yeah, and you've been absolutely expert at calling that out, both in public comments like this, but also in detailed submissions and papers. And this is the key point, though. For the sake of this country, no one's been doing the work. We've been led to believe by the government that, don't you worry, you've got AEMO and you've got the CSIRO, and they're looking at all this. But we're seeing that these bodies have been politicised. And instead of coming out publicly and saying, no, we're only modelling essentially the government's model, and we're not comparing eggs with eggs, we're not doing a rational analysis of all the options on the table, they've just been going along for the ride. So nobody has actually evaluated the best and most effective and cheapest option for this country.
That's exactly right. And I think the degree to which we've got the wrong impression about what the integrated system plan actually does is absolutely phenomenal. And it was clarified in the Senate hearings yesterday. They were asked, so there's no analysis of whether that's a good idea or not. And this is in reference to those government policies that are basically incorporated as given, inevitably successful policies, right? And the answer was, no, sorry, we don't analyse that. So that tells you what you need to know.
It is just shameful, and it's frightening for the future of this country. Thanks for joining us again, Aidan. I appreciate it. Aidan Morrison there from the Centre for Independent Studies. We'll keep on this issue. Don't you worry about that.